No, I almost accidentally uh entered a co-op battle instead of a random one without realizing. Like I realized it on the queue screen, but it turns out that when you're switching between accounts, the settings will save from whatever account you were on before. So in this case, it was on co-op because when I was playing King of the Sea yesterday, and you're like in the training rooms and everything, once you leave those training rooms, it defaults the into co-op, and then that co-op from the King of the Sea account carried over to my main. And there's also Stewie right behind me. He is being cut out by broadcast, but he's just curled in a ball behind me over there. So let's see. I have that Sherman blacklisted, so that's always fun. There's literally one. Oh my God, there's a lot of blacklisted people in this game. Holy shit. Well, this is about to be interesting. And I have a submarine blacklisted, of course. Never mind the sound of Stewie meows in the background over there. It's the usual cat thing. He's just sitting there and meow. Ain't that right, Stu? Yeah, gotta love cats. Yes, Stewie. So this is not amazing, not exactly ideal. There's literally one battleship to farm. There is Annapolis, Moskva for radar. Venezia has SAP. Janan has a lot of HE. Seattle also has radar. Algiers just kind of there, I guess. Vampire, Sherman, all of these outgun me pretty hard if I'm not careful. And then the submarine is just balanced, as we all know. So this is, I'm definitely going to have my work cut out for me on this one. Being RPF located right now. It doesn't tell me a whole lot yet. But what's the range of this hydro? This is the 6 kilometer, yeah. I am going to play a little bit more cautiously here. I don't want to fight any of these destroyers directly, especially since 3 of these also have hydro. Albeit it's slightly shorter than mine. It's 5 kilometers versus my 6. But that is still not a very huge distance. And they can probably cover that in not too long. So that's not ideal. I do have a Holland over here coming that I can... that if I troll the enemy into shooting and I smoke up, this Holland can spot them for me. So that may help me a little bit. But I'm definitely going to be relying on this Holland since there's no other ships over here that can spot for me other than this Annapolis over here with radar. But gearing is just straight up doing fuck all. So I guess the usual. Giuliano spotted over there. Venezia and Annapolis. Oh, this Holland is hard spotted. I want these destroyers to show me broadside. If I can get their broadsides, that's going to be pretty spicy. And you're about to see that with this Marceau. Yeah, look at that. 4,000. 2,000 and a perma torp tube. Switching to HE here because of the duration or the shell angles. I'm gonna probably also put some torps out in there. I also don't really want to fight a vampire right in front of a Venezia like this. I mean, the Venezia is smoked up right now, but he also is like fucking walking. I'm gonna have to probably use my smoke to break the line of sight here. Yeah. The reason I didn't pop my smoke sooner than that was because I had this island here that I was still being forced to go around. So if I hit my smoke there, I would literally have no choice but to sit in it. Otherwise, I would just be reacquired in line of sight again. And I was gonna eat a bunch of damage from that regardless. I'm gonna pop my hydro for any Venezia torps. Hopefully I can get a little bit of a dot on this guy. His guns are all pointing elsewhere, so I'm not too worried about eating a salvo here. There we go. Didn't manage to get another fire, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well, I guess gotta take what we can get. Vampire is pretty low. The Venezia's, well, just dead. Let's see, the lion is just doing whatever he's doing. Don't you dare shove me into these torps, fucking Iowa. There we go. Yeah, eat that torp for me. Thank you very much. Your tanking is greatly appreciated. This guy's of course firing. This lion is of course firing HE in typical British battleship player fashion. About to not have my hydro, which would not be ideal for dealing with the vampire. But I guess we're just gonna have to work with it because we're down 2 ships and we're 3-1 capped. So here we go. There we go. Managing to slowly pull a little bit back, but this is about to not be great. Should be good here. Yeah. Oh my god. And my entire team is killing themselves on purpose. Like that. This is about to be like a fucking 10-minute game, by the way. The typical story with randoms at this point. I'm not greatly equipped to deal with a battleship by myself. This gearing has done absolutely fuck all game. Submarine might get dunked on by the Venezia. Asma's about to die, which isn't ideal either. In typical British battleship player fashion, this line is just going to kite away. And the fucking Venezia got rammed out by a sub. Are you fucking joking me? I might have underled those torps, to be honest. But whatever, it's not really gonna matter. Are you kidding me? What is that radar supposed to spot? Whatever. At this point, I don't even care. Guess we're going to be having 2 games today. Huh? No, looks like those torps are more or less spot on. Nope, they didn't. How the fuck did those not have range? I launched those at like 7 kilometers. Whatever. I know he was moving away, but like, still. That was like, he had an island there. No, I'm not even gonna question it at this point. This guy shot at the Annapolis, so I'm going to try and farm him out a little bit. Hello, I'm bad at aiming. Jir is on a double fire there. Of course, the Annapolis killed himself. And of course the smoke didn't cover it, and of course there's the perfect size gap in there as well. And that happened. This guy's walking at me with German Hydro. This gearing is still doing fuck all, as typical random destroyer players are. Also not getting radared by the Seattle, which is interesting. No, well, I don't think that's going to get there in time, but whatever. I'm just going to, I guess, get a little bit more damage in. It's really not going to matter. Oh. Oh, wow. I guess the gearing might not have been... Well, I think that's more of a case of the enemy team, that guy just being bad, than that gearing being any good. I'm just going to wait for his broadside, and I'm just going to try and get him to shoot. Like that. So then he's still going to be spotted by the gearing's gun bloom. I'm just going to try and get a little bit more damage in. Whatever. Look at that. The Kleber that lasted almost the entire game or at least half of the game, still managed to place at the very bottom. I'm going to be doing some animal research on that guy later. But, whatever. Next game, please. I'm not sure if I want the next game now, to be honest. Now that I'm looking at now that I'm looking at this, matchmaking queue. In real, in reality, like, assuming that the entire team didn't fold, even I think given the matchmaking that I was given with like all the fucking radar, uh, all the DDs, and in general lack of really anything to effectively farm, I honestly think that game went fairly well. I think I got like 70 or 80,000 damage at the very least, so that's something. Let's see. I have these entire uh thing blacklisted. Let's see. Hold on, I don't. I already have their entire div just straight up blacklisted. That guy's also blacklisted. So now that let's see. Don't mind me. SCCC is also going to be annoying to deal with. I'm also going to report the guys that I have that's in the div with the guys I have blacklisted. They're also going on there. I think that should be everything for now. Oh, and they're fucking in 2 submarines. That's amazing. Let's see. Golden Loot. Shimakaze is already just immediately fucking off because he's fucking stupid. Gearing Khabarovsk 52 and Kleber to deal with for destroyers. Nevsky, Salem have radar. Not too worried about the battleships. I can farm them pretty effectively as long as I don't play bad. And that's the theory anyway. Yeah, Shimakaze might still be going to B. Hopefully, we'll see. But right now, it's not looking promising. You absolute fucking clown. Yeah, we have 3 fucking destroyers going to C, but that's fine, I guess. Looks like it's a well, it's if it's one of the oh, yep. I'm gonna try and get some good shots on this 52. And I'm just going to immediately smoke up to block that line of sight so I can fall off of detection. I'm really probably not going to be effectively able to deal with this cap by myself. Even with the Baleo there. Needed to really did need to be able to go dark there, but that other Thrasher had that line of sight, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. We should be okay here. Not really nothing to spot that Kleber, which is going to be annoying. They have most of their team over here at A, so there's really not a lot that I'm going to be able to do about it. With 2 submarines, a Kleber, Nevsky, 52, Hindenburg, there's no way I'm going to be able to contest all of that. So I'm just going to, I guess, play for I mean, I guess that explains why I had that person blacklisted. I'm just gonna I put some Make-A-Wish torps out in that direction. I'm not expecting them to really go anywhere, but for right now, I guess it'll be better than nothing. At very least, it might make them alter course for a second or two. Here we go. Now it's going to be a Kleber that I'm going to have to deal with, but I should outspot him. Unless he's Ledge Mod. Then that's going to be spicy, but no, he's definitely not Ledge Mod. They are slightly ahead on points because they've had A for a little bit, but right now we should be able to run this Kleber off. And then pick up B here. Between the Golden Lou and the Smolensk, I don't think the Kleber... Can't even talk. I don't think the Colbert is going to be very interested in being under active fire from a Golden Lou and Smolensk. So I'm just going to put torps out like that. And maybe if he turns in, he'll run into them, but I doubt it. We'll see. For right now, Beleo's not happy. And being RPF located, I think it's either for the Kleber or the gearing. It honestly could theoretically be either. Like if the gearing is rotating like to there. Actually, no, the gearing is back at a... Whatever it is, it's probably headed off to C, so I don't... Or, yeah, C. So it shouldn't be an immediate threat to B. Because the RPF just dropped off of me. So, Blau is really not happy. This GK might be problematic, though. Haven't really gotten to do a whole lot this game in terms of farm. I might be able to put some torps in this GK, but I doubt it. Just gonna pop them off. Yeah, that GK is already moving out of range. Oh, there's the Nevsky radar. Oh, Nevsky got dev struck. That works. I guess this kind of demonstrates the feast or famine nature of randoms at this point. Sometimes you just draw the wrong straws, I guess. And then you get games that just don't really go your way. And that you really can't make them go your way because half the enemy team spawns on your side, or at very least heads to your side, whether they spawn there or not. Let's see. Those are submarine torpedoes. Might have to be dealing with a Kleber here right now, so I kind of want to try and save my gimmick if I can. Although the Kleber... Actually... No, I'm just going to sit here and farm, because the Kleber is over here. go. Now just farm me a Vermont for a little while. Z42 8 armor piercing is pretty good if you have the broadsides to shoot it at. This Vermont really shot at me. That's not cool, man. What do you gotta shoot at me for? It's not a secondary GK. Guy's probably running priority target. He saw me switch to the torps there. For those of you who might not know, priority target, the way it works is when you're locked onto somebody with your main battery guns. Just take this Vermont right here, for instance. I'm locked onto him right now with my main battery. So if this guy's running priority target, assuming I'm the only one locked onto him right now, which probably is not the case, but just for example's sake, his priority target will be showing as 1 because I'm the only one aiming at him. But if I were to switch to my torpedoes like this, that indicator would drop from 1 down to 0 because I'm no longer locked onto him as far as PT is concerned with my main battery. I am still locked onto him, but I'm not using my main battery. I'm using my torpedoes. So his priority target will be reflecting that. So when that GK immediately turned away as soon as I launched torps, even though I tried to just kind of fire them off very quickly to not disrupt my firing pattern, his priority target probably tipped him off that I had just fired them. And when you come across people like that who are super torpedo paranoid or are actually paying attention, even though that's rare, when you come across them, it's annoying because they're not as easy to farm. But when you come across them, your best bet is honestly probably going to just be find another torpedo target for the time being. Because if someone is that paranoid, trying to put torpedoes into them is going to be very difficult. Unless you catch them in a turn where they're having to like turn away from something else or turn into like another set of torpedoes, or they're locked in a certain orientation, either bow in or something, then you have a slightly better chance. But realistically, you're honestly better off trying to find another target in that scenario. Unless, of course, they're the only target in the area, then I guess, fuck it, go for it. But anyway, I think that's enough World of Warships for today. Yeah. I don't like that these guys place pretty high because I don't like them, but whatever. I think that's enough World of Warships for today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, basically.